Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Jayhawks will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Houston's offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Quickly out to the tight end.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
This is a designed run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Young. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play. So you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat. That helped lead to that successful play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Cooper. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The give to the tailback. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Out of the shotgun on third down. A strike downfield. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment. Into the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
Touchdown, Kansas. Number 26.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Off play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And some room to work. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hammond. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Kansas.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Houston going up-tempo. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working that left side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Reads it, fires complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the ground with the back. Shot down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to start the 2nd half. Houston will kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this up.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and man, if you talk about being down at the half, what's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab down the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Jayhawks have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. And he's dragged down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Houston offense comes onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The RPO, it's complete. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Scrambling away. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That's reeled in. It's Watson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed behind the line, it's Watson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th.
4th down coming up.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Southern came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Direct snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
So now it's second and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. He'll try it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got it in the middle. It's Watson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Unloads it left. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, and Stewart. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Winning can become a habit now.